Hi guys, welcome to another episode of our Asian Theory. In today's video, we're going to compare the Canon M50 versus the DJI Osmo Pocket. Which one's better? Let's find out. Now for this introduction, I'm actually recording this on the Galaxy Note 9. Leave a comment below if you want to see a comparison between the Note 9 and the Osmo Pocket. So let's get started. Let's start with just a still photo between the two. Leave a comment below and let me know which one you think looks better. In my opinion, the Canon has a better contrast of colors, whereas the Osmo Pocket looks a little bit overexposed. Here we have a video comparison at 1080p. In my opinion, the Canon is a lot sharper, better image quality. However, at 4K, the lack of image stabilization on the Canon is you can kind of tell that it's a bit wobbly, but the image quality, I reckon it's still a lot better on the Canon. So I'm here at another park nearby. Now my arms are pretty much far out, extended, and just walking around the park. The Canon shooting at 4K 25 frames per second, whereas the DJI Osmo Pocket is shooting at 4K at 30 frames per second. There is a definitely noticeable crop factor when shooting in 4K on the Canon M50. To give you an example, right now I'm shooting at 1080p and this is 4K. I haven't moved at all from my position. So that's why in the image comparison, if you're shooting at 4K at arm's length, it's going to be right up on your face. Okay, so I'm walking towards this clubhouse. Let's see if we can get some footage in the dark to see how well these two perform against each other under low light conditions. So we're in this little corner where there's hardly any lighting. So this is shooting at 4K. I'm trying to walk as steady as possible. But obviously the Osmo Pocket will perform better given it's got the gimbal. Alright, so I know what you're thinking. That 4K image is horrible. And I couldn't agree with you more. The reason being is that dual autofocus on the Canon is non-existent when you're shooting 4K. Putting it simply, autofocus does not work when shooting at 4K. Which defeats the purpose. Let's focus on that trunk over there. Sorry, let's go. Check out the image quality. Once again, this is shooting at 4K. So at 1080p, the image stabilizer for the Canon should kick in. Should see a much smoother footage compared to the 4K just then. Of course, when I do the post rendering, I'm gonna do everything in 1080p. But you know, with 4K scaled down to 1080p, you'll expect a much clearer image as well. Let's focus on that red pole over there just for some color comparison. Okay. Alright, so I've just gone through the videos. Now I can give you my interpretation, of my thoughts of using both devices as a vlogging camera. Now, why are we comparing this at all? A DJI Osmo Pocket retails for $600 AUD, whereas the Canon M50 I got it for $700, so just a $100 more. And if you think about it, once you buy all the accessories such as the tripod mount, the microphone adapter, it's going to end up costing you the same anyway. So we're comparing the two based on price, alright, since they're both targeted as vlogging cameras. Let's firstly talk about 4K. On the Canon, 4K is barely usable, right? There's no dual pixel autofocusing system, and the camera itself is cropped. So it's like in your face if it's holding out like this trying to vlog. But then again, how likely are you gonna vlog in 4K? Do you want to see all my pimples on my face? Probably not. And the files are so big, you probably need the latest computer editing processors and video cards in order to edit those videos. So for me personally, I'll stick with 1080p for now, and likewise, you know, with the Osmo Pocket, I tend to shoot at 1080p as well. So if 4K is really your thing, don't go with the M50. This is regardless of whether you want to pick up the Pocket or not. 4K on the M50 just sucks. Canon's got the much bigger sensor than the Osmo Pocket. Under low light conditions, it's going to perform much better than the Osmo Pocket. Under bright daylight, like today, the footages I've shown you, no issues. Either camera is fine. So for every day, I'll have the Osmo Pocket with me. If I know I'm going somewhere, I'm going traveling or you know, going on holiday, I'll be bringing both cameras without a doubt. And also the Canon is great for studio work. So in conclusion, if you have the money, get both. If I had to choose between one or the other, I'd go with the Canon. Simply because it's a much complete all-in-one package. It's a more versatile camera. You know, you have your microphone output straight out of the box, the tripod mount, and interchangeable lenses, don't forget. Whereas the Osmo Pocket, I guess it is what it is, you know. The camera, you can't change it. It's pretty much on par with your mobile phone camera. But because it's got the gimbal and it's so tiny, I'm very happy to carry it around with me everywhere I go. Hope this video has been helpful. If you like what we're doing, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.